This is day 2 of working on the RV. Um, it's nighttime right now. We're plugged in. We've been plugged in for uh, about 48 hours. No electrical fire, so that's a plus. Um, we basically went through and are doing demo this weekend. We removed the ugly red couch here. This is what's left. We still have seatbelt hookups. We removed all the window valances or whatever and the shades. Basically, we're going to clean this up and we're going to do some soft closing shades instead. The slide's currently out right now. This is the first time we've had it out since we've gotten it. There is no more dining room table set. That's taken out. We were able to take off the ugly matching decorative slide molding. We still have some of this fabric on it, which is either going to be covered up, but because it like kind of goes underneath, we might just leave it there and for the most part cover it up. We might remove this side portion, which is basically just goes up and down because it butts up against this wall, and that's a little easier to deal with. Everything's going to be painted. We're going to get new light fixtures and all that fun stuff. This back wall used to be a mirror. We were actually pretty surprised that it came down without breaking any of the pieces. It came right off using a flathead screwdriver. It was done in 5 strips. Pretty easy to remove. This stuff is also proving to be pretty easy. We're going to do an accent wall, probably with this adhesive wood tile thing, which we'll show later. But right now we're just cleaning it up. So we're scraping it off. Any of the paper that comes off, you can see here, if it was just loose and came off, we'll actually take it off. That way we only have good stuff to adhere to. There's also some little bubble spots that you can find. Even if it didn't rip before, we've been kind of taking those and cutting that open and cleaning it off, just because if it's not adhered, we don't want to keep it on there. And we'll eventually sand it down a little bit and adhere the new accent wall. Didn't do much to the bedroom. We just took off the window outer pieces that have the blinds attached to it, so we just took those out. We'll probably take that mirror out and the headboard and stuff, but we're kind of focusing on the front of the house today. Also was able to take all this mirror out of here. Same thing, we'll scrape it down and we'll do probably some kind of adhesive tile RV backsplash thing, and maybe kind of wrap it all the way underneath the window, and make that looking nice. Maybe even go to the ceiling with it. The other major thing we took out was the second couch. This whole area here, tripping on the slide step. This whole area here was second couch, which actually had a vent under it, which seems like it shouldn't have had a couch there. But where the plan is for that is to do a table here, like a bar desk that has a lift-up TV, so the TV will come up and basically be where the window is right now. And then we'll have on the other side, this whole section will be a longer couch. So the couch currently went out to that little like notch. We're going to actually extend it beyond that and have storage because we don't need the extra table and seating and stuff. All this stuff will get painted. We just got to figure out color schemes and whatnot. We took the antenna off, which we found was actually broken from having popped up because of the wind while we're driving back. Turns out you shouldn't go 80 miles an hour. Here was an old tube TV. This whole section will be a little charging station. It's got a socket back there, and we'll do a charging station, maybe even pull this bottom section out and rebuild the whole thing, because it's all, it's pretty easy to remove, and we can shore it all up so nothing's rattling, and probably put the big old piece back on. just kind of keep that facade. We'll just have to see if it's worth it or if we want to cut it and modify it. Besides that, we've verified. We had some concerns with the ceiling here. We didn't remember seeing this, but we kind of looked on the top, couldn't find anywhere with the leaks. It hasn't been wet, hasn't been really anything, so we're just kind of keeping an eye on that at this point. Also did go up on the roof. We moved the windows here. We got a pile of shades. Not sure which ones we want to use or if we want to just replace them. Ideally, we want some different blinds. This one's still on. This TV's still here. Hopefully we'll get that done this weekend too. And I'll show you when all nice and done. Our wall here, which you'll be able to see from the bed, we'll actually paint that all white and then have a projector projecting on the white wall for the bed TV, so we don't need to have two TVs. Demo went pretty well. Had to take almost everything apart, multiple pieces to get it out the door, but they were designed that way, so it worked out. I would show you outside where all the shit is, but not sure if it's going to be visible, so I'll give that a shot, and then we'll wrap it up regardless of if it's visible or not here. Let's see. We got some outside lights, if I can figure out. There's a little bit. So we got our fold-out couch over here. There's a big pile of shit that came out of here. The only thing under there worth getting rid of is a nice little like leather love seat, and we'll see if that can go to a new home. For the most of it, it's the junkyard or the burn pile. We'll take off fixings and other things that we can use in order to reuse as much as possible. Some of the hardware and whatnot. Beyond that, I think the rest of the day is going to be scraping this awful stuff off the wall. But like I said, not coming off too difficult. And Mindy's joining me. She's done with her work day. And then best thing is she brought a little bit of wine here.